Hello, my name is Josh Fortune, and I'm the pastor of Woolwich Congregational Church in South East London. Being a pastor in this lockdown time has been really difficult, really difficult. Being a former soldier and wartime video journalist, I've worked in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I've got to say that this whole time of online everything has been as mentally draining as being in combat for me. I'm sure there are many soldiers who might disagree with me, but for me it has been. It's just the constant need to be switched on and thinking, and it doesn't help because I've got a part-time job as well. Our church is quite small, so they can't support me full time, so I have to work a part-time job, and we got a new baby. So just from the moment you wake up to the moment I go to sleep about 2 or 3 a.m. because of the baby, it's just do this and that and this and that, and then there's so many different things, and there's strain on ministry as well, I found, because of just the sheer amount of extra time that life online requires, and often because it is sort of a single point of risk, in that it's the person with the computer who can stream it and in a church as small as ours, it's the pastor to pretty much organise everything. And of course I try to delegate where I can, but really it's down to me. And when it comes to online studies and working out how to pastor people remotely, it's just been exhausting. It's been so wearying, and I don't ever remember feeling this mentally drained in Afghanistan, because at least when you went back to base you could just switch off, and sure, when you're out on the ground or when you're about to go out, you're like, okay, I might get shot at right now, but I would, if somebody offered me to swap places just for a weekend to catch a breather with old Josh, who was in Afghanistan, I think I'd say yes. I just don't tell the wife. But yeah, in terms of what church leadership looks like for me and my church, our church comprises primarily of people from Nigeria, Ghana, and some from Uganda as well. So obviously, because and actually a lot of them work in healthcare. We've got a lot of frontline workers, a lot of care workers, etc. So in terms of sort of the idea of what the future holds, I'm not too sure. I wish I could say this is our exact plan, but I don't know, because the statistics of coronavirus adversely affecting BAME or BAME people is far higher than white people, and so I got to take that into account with our church. We haven't got a huge amount of elderly people, so that isn't as much of a factor for us, but obviously having lots of people of African descent is. So we as a church, we're going to be deciding how and when to begin the reopening process and what social distancing looks like in a wonderful building we've got, but it's not like hugely spacious, so we need to work out whether it's like a single route of walking in and out, and what 2 meter distancing looks like on a Sunday morning. And so I'm actually really looking forward to the conference, the EFCC conference, on Wednesday the 17th of June from 10:30 to about 1:30, and there are 3 talks that are going on. Firstly, Matt Rees is going to be talking about leadership during and after lockdown, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that talk. Then Rob Childs is talking about the pastoral response to lockdown blues, and actually it's lockdown. I never realised what an effect lockdown would have on people's mental health. As I said, at my part-time job, I'm a lecturer at a university, and it is incredible to see the amount of students that I'm finding that, at the start of term, when it was like a novelty, it's like online stuff, they're all posting and up for it, and writing on our online forum, and it's just nosedived. We've lost about 90% of the attendance that's going on. Loads of them are just emailing me all the time saying, I just got no motivation, I'm depressed. And you can imagine that people in our church will have aspects of that as well. I'm sure that many of us, pastors, are probably feeling it as well. But it's wonderful that we have the hope of the Lord Jesus Christ. So I'm really looking forward to Rob talking about that for us. And finally, Deiniol Williams is going to be talking about challenging new idols. And of course, I think Corona's been a wonderful time of actually exposing the idols in our culture, and actually, I think for some pastors in ministry as well. And idols aren't going anywhere; they might change in their form, but they're not going anywhere. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, do join us if you are around. There will of course be time for discussion at the end, but I think it's going to be 3 really, really useful talks. So I hope to see other fellow pastors there then. God bless you.